First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead. And we're off in week 2. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. This defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
2nd and 4. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. He gets this complete to Cephas. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's the 2nd time in this opening drive alone that he's dropped a pass. We know that that can't continue, but they got to determine what it's about. Is he just super amped for the game and maybe he'll settle in, or is his focus just not there?
We call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Over 13.
And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
He'll get that complete to Hunter Bryant, the tight end. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now it's Jackson. Able to complete this one to McLeod. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, you've got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On second down now, Beltran. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 35. They go play action now. Jackson, rush coming, and he's taken down. Marcus Peters came screaming in on the quarter blitz. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in his first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. And he's got this down to the 35. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. He was brought down by Foyesade Aluakin. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd and 14. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 36-yard.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson's throw complete there to McLeod. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Julian Okwara in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, giving 5 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now Jackson. And he'll find McLeod on the right side complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on it.
On 3rd down, Beltran. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On 1st down, Beltran. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They run the counter. Beltran. And for a 2nd straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. That goes for a gain of 31. A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Big series right here. So we got to stop.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And out across midfield, down to the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 26. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. 3rd and goal, option right. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Tucker's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. 1st down and more for Jackson. The quick feet by Jackson. And all the way up to the 46. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Pulls it in at the 13.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call the timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On second down, Beltran. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. On third down, Jackson. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced the punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Try to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Escaping the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. Play action with Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. throw again on second down. Jackson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Jackson now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Well, let's check on the call. And that's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long fourth and goal. And his kick here is good. And that's going to tie us at 13. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. And this one might be going the other way. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And this one taken in by Cephas. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gets him a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to blocking?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, tell all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. On second and goal, Jackson. second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him, let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Lions are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. They'll run on first down. Beltran. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And the Lions, first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Well, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 34. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next? Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Throw caught there by Willis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
We played to win.
And he'll be out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the 1st quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Second down and goal. Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish.